between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They just keep firing. Throws for the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll run it on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punch him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that
breaks away on the junior turning in a big play after the catch.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. Really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
It's a big stride inside the 10. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
The Seminoles trying to cash it in on first and goal. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. You can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Canes moving quickly to the line. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. They're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Finds a man on the left. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The give to the tailback. Tough sledding there as he picks up one to the 29. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Canes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense. going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Houston. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about turning it on? He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The Seminoles will try to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Right on the money. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, no!
Love the individual effort here by the wide receiver. After he has the ball, able to make people miss. You see the speed as he goes in for the touchdown.
And the point after is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. The give on the option. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. The Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. There he goes. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Slithers into space. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Takes it from the gun on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Fires to the big fella.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pucks it out of the air. Gets away from one, finds room. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Just keeps slinging it. Looking to the big tight end. Ball is loose. Oh, and just like they threw it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Toss to the outside. Oh, better look out. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Catch in the middle, it's crossed. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Oh, they're after him. Touchdown Seminoles. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. They'll immediately call timeout. Here they come, first and 10 from the 48. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. When things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Here There's the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The Warhead on third down at the dope. Trying play action. Bring in the heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Makes the grab, past the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes.
The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game. Run the football. Great gain. Great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The Noles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's crossed. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
This time, they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. Shakes off the defender. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum. So next.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner will be dragged down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Seminoles are threatening on 1st and goal. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This defense might be reeling after those last two, and now facing 1st and goal. Trying to beat him to the left. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here.
29 Philly.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Guys, so far, this hasn't been wide right or wide left. The Seminoles have been on point as they build this lead.
And the Seminole dynasties were always built on elite playmaking offense, teams that can score points. This is a rivalry game with Miami, Palmer, but they're putting up points when it matters.
Yeah, they're not going to let this one come down to the kicker for another wide right. They're just going to handle the business here on the field, offensively and defensively. They have smothered Miami all game long.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. You want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom, stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And the Noles are in the red zone. Snap from the gun on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Georgia is on top, but this is a close game. And, you know, back in the day, you'd feed Herschel Walker and go home. That guy needs to emerge for them today. They're up by 10 over Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On target over the middle. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the third down pass is knocked away.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it and more than enough for a first down. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets open down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Presley. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff from the gun. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It rarely disappoints when the Seminoles and Hurricanes get together, and it is Florida State celebrating the flaming spear of victory by taking down the U. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.